Welcome, Taurus, to your March 2021 Creative Horoscope. I'm Jane Holland, and this horoscope focuses on your creative life and career. So please click like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to hear what the stars have in store for you creatively and artistically each month. Taurus, March 2021 looks like being a month with a difference for you, with flashbulbs going off all over your career and friendship sectors. If you've been working hard at social contacts recently, in person or online, these efforts are likely to pay off this spring. On March the 4th, Mars moves from your first house of self and identity, where it's been for some time ramping up your artistic persona and making you present yourself more confidently and openly to the world, perhaps, like more of a go-getter than perhaps you usually feel. Mars will now shift into your second house of finances and personal values, and there it's going to join with the lunar nodal axis, which has a very fated feel about it, and that sets the tone for the whole month. Basically, money matters are going to be important to you in the coming weeks. Whatever you do, don't overspend with feisty, impulsive Mars here. Instead, focus on an overhaul of your creative values, for instance, or your finances. What kind of artist do you want to be? What is your creative vision? What matters most to you in those terms? These are the questions that you need to be asking right now, because you may be able to make big strides towards changing your values as an artist this month. Now, your career is particularly highlighted this March. You still have a very busy, crowded 10th house. You've got Saturn there, planet of restrictions. You've got Jupiter too, planet of excess creative energy. There'll be opportunities liberally laced with knockbacks. You'll be rushing ahead with plans and then, unfortunately, repenting at leisure. But recent tensions about your career and your reputation, perhaps, seem to be easing off now. So hold your nerve, because things are set to improve in that sector. Now, Mercury is also in that 10th house right until the middle of the month. It was moving retrograde last month and has turned direct again now, slowly gathering speed again. It's going to be providing lots of fruitful communications for you in terms of your career and your work until the 15th of March, when it will shift into the 11th house of friends and friendship groups and professional associations. Now, the Sun and creative Venus are also there in your 11th house of friendships, and they are there with dreamy, artistic Neptune, the ruler of Pisces. And this is likely to involve you in lots of contact with influential people, as well as it being a time of socialising. Obviously, we're not all able to socialise in person at the moment, but online at least, networking, getting to know people. Neptune there in the 11th means that your friends are likely to be quite like-minded people at the moment, soulmates if you like, artistically at least. People who will admire you creatively and allow you to feel creative without feeling judged. Creative Venus is, of course, your ruling planet, Taurus. So in the 11th house, this indicates a major emphasis for you on social contacts this month, whether in person or online. Make the most of Zoom calls, for instance, however much we may all feel sick of them. Make the most of those social contacts. And, of course, social media. Seek out fellow creatives, hunt down job opportunities through social networks. This is a good time for that. Now, the new moon on the 13th of March falls in this 11th house as well, lighting up your friendship sector. And in creative Pisces, of course, this could be one of the highlights of your artistic month. Make a date around the 13th to connect with friends and groups and professional associations too, and use this exciting new moon energy to set a new creative intention for yourself. Now the Sun shifts into Aries, into your 12th house on the 20th of March. This is the time of year when you tend to take a little bit of time off for some introspection, to touch base with who you are creatively, and to swim about in your own dreams and visions without feeling a need necessarily to act on them. This is because your 12th house is the house of dreams and visions, and is often a place where we go to retreat from the world and to seek ourselves out. Your ruler, Venus, follows the Sun the very next day into Aries and gives this month a deeply creative feel. This is a time of self-exploration, so enjoy the home movie of your own interior landscape and don't worry too much about what's going on out there in the world. Indeed, on March 26th, the Sun and your ruler Venus will form an exact conjunction, meaning that they are occupying the same degree. And this could be a significant date for you creatively. Even if this proves to be quite a solitary time, you should watch out for a sudden vision or revelation around this date. A moment when you suddenly see how and where you should be developing yourself artistically. So have a wonderful and very creative month, Taurus. Remember, if you'd like to hear more about your creative stars for the months ahead, please click to like this video and subscribe to my channel below. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.